Hey, what's up everybody? I'm finally back. It's been 17 days, almost 3 weeks since my last video. So the first thing, let's go ahead and check this weight. Okay, so currently I'm sitting at 348.2, so I lost a little over 18 pounds. So how did I get to that point? It's been a lot of work, and I'll be totally honest with you. So first, let's just go over some of the things from the last video that I discussed that I was not able to do. The first thing, which is, I know I stated that my diet would consist of oatmeal, brown rice, chicken, and broccoli. Honestly, that did not last for longer than a week. It's just, some people can do it. That's just not me. I need different types of food or I get bored. I just didn't have that discipline. So thanks to the MyFitnessPal app, I was really able to look at the portions which I was eating and calorie count the foods that I was eating. Not to say that I was eating bad foods, because I wasn't. Everything was either grilled or baked, but it was just different varieties of things. Another huge thing that I did as far as my diet is concerned is at my local supermarket, they have these pre-made meals. Now they're not frozen meals, so you're not getting loaded down with all the salt and sodium. I would say they average about $6 to $7 per meal. And what I was able to do was just give my meals some variety. Because once again, this is not just about losing weight quick, it's about creating a healthy lifestyle. Eventually I will get back into the meal prepping, but for now, this works for me because it gives me variety, helps me keep track of my calories, it helps me keep track of the food that I'm actually putting into my body, which works for me perfectly right now. Like I said, I work just like everyone else, so yes, I can, set aside some time to meal prep, but just right now I haven't been doing that. So it really came in handy to be able to get that variety in different meals, because I love food, I love to eat, and like I said, just that basic meal every day just was not working for me, so I had to I stopped that pretty quickly. Another thing I did is I decided to go with a personal trainer at my local gym. And here's the reason why. And I was working out at home, and I'll share the clip with you as well, working out at home. But what I noticed is I wasn't pushing myself to my full potential, which I wanted to, really do. I really wanted to get the most out of my workout. First, I signed up for just some basic HIIT classes, and it was nice. It was nice being in a group atmosphere, working out with different people, and, pretty much feeding off the energy of everyone else. It was great. But I still didn't feel like I was truly pushing myself to where I wanted to be. So then I decided to say, hey, I gotta talk to some of the trainers at the local gym. I was able to get a really good deal on some personal training. But hopefully in the future I can share some clips as far as the workouts that we do that you can probably try it at home yourself. They don't like filming within the gym, so I'm gonna try to see if I can sneak some film in there, show you some of the workouts. But I like it though, because you have someone giving you that extra push to work harder, and it's not just your traditional workouts. It's stuff that it's hard to describe it. It's more of a functional workout to where you're lifting and pulling. It's not just a matter of, pushing weights, which, trust me, I love lifting weights, but I'm just not there yet. Hopefully I'll be there soon. So that's something else that's changed since the last time we spoke. So I would say overall, the hardest thing has really just been eating the right way, especially when you get accustomed to eating the wrong way. It becomes like an addiction to just bad foods. It's not to say that you can't have these foods, but everything has to be done in moderation, which I lack that part with, the moderation part of it, and just eating like crazy. So now it's like I'm retraining the body to say, okay, look, we gotta eat to live, not live to eat, which is definitely the way I'm going to continue forward. That's not to say that I'm not gonna have unhealthy foods, because, definitely there's so many different foods to experience out there. Why wouldn't you wanna try new things and experience new food? So definitely I'm gonna be eating, the foods that I wanna eat, but once again, it's gonna be in moderation. It's not gonna be every night eating out, just eating junk foods, cakes and pizza and fried chicken, which I love fried chicken. So one of the cool things is that there's a lot of companies right now that actually specialize in, pre-packaging food and healthy food, whether it's food that you have to prepare yourself or meal that you can purchase pre-made that, they deliver to your door. And these are all great options because like I said, it's just all about, watching the calories, watching your caloric intake, and making sure you're burning off more than you're taking in. And if you're like me, where, you know, you're really just not into the meal prepping and the cooking right now, then it's ideal. You know, it's going to cost you more. I'm being totally honest with you. It's going to cost you more because you're not doing it yourself. You're having someone else do it for you. But the good thing is that you get to keep track of your calories and what you're taking in, which, like I said, to me is the hardest part about this whole weight loss journey. Now, it may get easier as time goes on. I don't know. We'll find out together. But right now, that is definitely the hardest part. Someone who just loves food and just loves eating out and enjoying all types of food. You know, having to bring it in and cut back on the types of food that I'm eating right now just to, you know, promote better health for my own body. So definitely that's one thing I want to do. Something else I've been doing, eating a lot more fruits and vegetables, get the necessary vitamins. Something that I'm looking into this week is actually a good multivitamin. So if anyone has any recommendations on a good multivitamin intake, because what I noticed, and that's another thing about the MyFitnessPal app that I like, is that it keeps track of all your nutrition as well. What I noticed is that I'm not getting all the nutrients that I need from the foods that I'm eating. So it's been a lot of research as to what foods to eat for what. So like something I found myself being really deficient in, which I'm trying to improve upon, is the potassium. Basically because I know I do get a lot of cramping, and I heard that, you know, potassium, when you have low in potassium, that's some of the signs is cramping, and also lack of water. So I do try to drink a lot of water. But I also want to look for a good multivitamin to supplement the vitamins that I'm not getting from my food. So if you guys have any recommendations on a good multivitamin, please let me know. Willing to give it a shot, definitely, to get all the vitamins and nutrients that my body actually needs. So even though I lost close to, a little more than 18 pounds, I haven't noticed any physical changes yet in my appearance. What I have noticed is that when I'm standing for a long period of time, my back is not hurting as much. Like there's a slight, it's hard to describe it. It's just, it's like a pressure on my back, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was before. So I can actually do things like, you know, do dishes and not have to worry about back pain, or just stand up for a long period of time and not have to worry about back pain, which I really enjoy, you know, not having that issue. Definitely maybe able to go for walks now, walk a little bit longer, which is great. I noticed on a treadmill I'm running now, I actually got up to 5.5 mile sprint. Well, it was a 5.5, something like that, 5.5. I don't think it's miles per hour, but you know what I mean. On the machine it says 5.5. That's where I'm at for the sprint. So you figure it out from there. That's some of the differences that I have noticed, little victories here and there. I look for anything I can get just to show that, you know, what I'm doing is actually working, because it motivates me to keep on going. So that's where I'm at right now. Hey guys, in the comments, let me know where you're at right now. Did you guys start your journey yet? Or are you just, you know, watching just to see how things go? That's cool too. But definitely let's do this together. I'd love your feedback. Love to hear from you guys, to see what you're doing. I've, you know, talked to some people here and there, and they were really impressed that I'm actually taking this step to lose the weight, and actually encourage some other people to lose the weight as well. So, you know, we're going to do it together as a community, and that's the main thing. You know, it's not impossible to lose weight on your own, but it definitely helps when you have, you know, a good support group and a good group of people, you know, supporting what you do, and, you know, wanting to see you succeed. It just helps that much more. It makes you want to work that much harder. All right, so that's it for now. Hope to see you guys on the next video. Until then, let's put in that work. Let's lose that weight. Let's eat right. Let's get our bodies right. Let's look good. Let's look good. Let's look good, and let's feel good. That's the main thing, to feel good and be healthy. So see you next time. Signing off.